there's no company that's recession proof, but we certainly are recession resistant by the nature of what we do. And I think we've done a lot to bolster that over the last number of years.
Environmental solutions company and NYSE listed WM just finished its investor day here at the stock exchange. Joining me now with more is the Chief Operating Officer and newly appointed President, John Morris. John, welcome.
Thanks for having me.
It's great to have you here at the stock exchange. How does it feel to be here at the NYSE for your investor day after your recent appointment as president?
Well, we had a very successful investor day today. It's been the first time since we've been here for that event since 2019, so just about 6 years. So we had a great turnout today, and all the feedback thus far has been really positive. So we're going to call it a W.
Yeah, we'll take it as a W.
Absolutely.
Indeed. WM is the largest landfill operator in North America. How is the company maximizing those assets for growth?
Well, that's a great point. I think we have 262 landfills in the portfolio, and we are the largest operator in North America. One of the ways that we leverage those assets is honestly as a transportation company. A lot of what we do to maximize the value of those assets is based on our network capabilities. So that material has to move long distances. It moves by truck, it moves by rail, it moves by water. So one of the ways we leverage those assets is by having built a really sophisticated transportation network around those assets.
How does technology come into the fold so that you can use it efficiently and safely?
Well, across the portfolio, we spent a lot of time talking about that today. A lot of the trade type jobs that we have, think drivers, technicians, folks who work in our recycling facilities, individual contributor roles, we've certainly seen over the last handful of years some pressure on those type of roles. And one of the ways we've tried to combat that is, first of all, making sure we're a great place to work, make sure we're giving our folks the best equipment, the best tools. But the other way we're doing that is really using technology to enable a lot of those roles, make those roles a lot less physically demanding, which helps us on a number of fronts. One, it's easier on our workforce. Two, it becomes more attractive to the younger generation who are deciding what they're going to do. And I think in a lot of cases, when technology is part of the role, you get folks who seem to be a lot more interested in coming to work for us. And I think it shows in the retention rates and the attrition rates that we've had over the last couple of years.
And how is WM evolving in a way that meets customer needs?
Another great question. I mean, traditionally people think of us as folks who ride around and service our residential customers, which we certainly do that. But we do put on 18,000 trucks on the street every day. That covers the industrial business, commercial. We've recently acquired the largest healthcare waste services business in North America. So we're implementing or integrating that business into ours now. So it's a pretty diverse portfolio of business, both from the front end, from a collection point, from a customer base. And then secondly, there's other businesses that we've really tried to grow and successfully over the last couple of years. We're a leader in sustainability, whether it comes to recycling or a renewable natural gas portfolio. And as I mentioned, we just acquired the largest healthcare services business, and we're integrating that business into ours right now. Excited about it.
I mentioned earlier, recently appointed as president after someone who's been with the company for many years. Congratulations again, John. In this new role, what are you most looking forward to?
Well, I think first and foremost, I've had the good fortune to have a number of different roles over 30 years in the organization. And then obviously with my appointment to president, there's a few folks who will work directly under my team, but they're folks I've worked with for a long, long time, very talented folks. So I'm looking forward to try and help accelerate some of the efforts they have under their respective umbrellas.
What is your outlook for WM that's coming out of Investor Day today?
I think there's a few messages I think landed with our investors. One, there's no company that's recession proof, but we certainly are recession resistant by the nature of what we do. And I think we've done a lot to bolster that over the last number of years. So when you think about our revenue growth, our earnings growth, free cash flow growth, we gave the street a lot to think about today over the next handful of years, what they seem to be pleased about. I think additionally, we've syndicated some of that too, because we're in other businesses. I mentioned what we're doing on the sustainability side, what we're doing on the healthcare services side. So I feel like we're a much more diverse portfolio of business now wrapped up in what is WM.
Anything else our viewers should know?
I would tell you, like I said, today's was a great day. It's been 6 years since we had a chance to do this here at the Exchange. I think our team did an exceptional job. It looks like the early write-ups are all positive. So like I said, today was a big W, and we're going to take a little time to celebrate that.
We appreciate you for joining us on this W here at the Stock Exchange. We'll take the win too. John Morris, COO and President at WM. Thanks again.
Thank you so much.